don't none come fast but a crash. If you're gonna be watching this, Jay, you are the reason why the brand is popping. And I'm from Mississippi.
Yep.
Bottom of the map. I ain't doing this by myself. Blurry. Blurry.
Welcome to the 9th episode of the Good Enough 2 podcast. I am your host, Herman Senior II, and I like to meet with influential guests and positive leaders in the community. Today we have a special guest, the owner of the DEEPENDQlub, Dra Yokem. Dra,
What's up,
welcome.
Man? How you feeling, man? Appreciate you for having me, my guy.
Yep, Dra is also a community leader here. He's done several projects in Springfield, Illinois, and other areas, and I've crossed paths with him and recognize what he's doing, and am a fan and wanted to have him on the podcast to talk a little bit more about what he does with his brand and in the community. So Dra, tell us a little bit about yourself and your background. Like, what makes you Dra?
Man, well, for one, I'm from Mississippi.
Yep.
Bottom of the map. Very Southern hospitality type guy. Dra just somebody who love hoop, who had a hard, rough growing up like the next person, man, but Dra the type of person that don't let his past control his future. Like, I cannot let one thing determine me from being great. So Dra try to wake up every day and make every day count as long as you're above the ground.
Yeah, so like you said, you mentioned a little bit about basketball. We cross paths through basketball. Did you play any other sports growing up?
I played football, but then my brother hit me one time, knocked the wind out of me, bro. I said, nah, this ain't for me. I ain't no contact sport type. Like, I take a little, but that just hit me off the muscle. Nah, that was it. Basketball was it. I can put that ball in the rim pretty easy.
Yeah.
So that was all I had.
Oh, I feel you. Well, what does it mean to you to be a business owner and a community leader? Specifically, you sell out every time that you drop some merch, and I love the artwork and the graphics. And I've always talked about collabs and stuff, so I appreciate the creativity that you bring. So being an owner who has seen success, being a community leader who constantly is doing projects, like, what does that mean to you? How does that fuel who you are?
Man, let me tell you this. It's a team thing, right?
Sure.
It's just like basketball, and I use basketball for everything. I ain't doing this by myself.
Right.
I would have had my sisters and her girlfriend here because that's the DEEPENDQlub. I would have had about 8 folks here, bro.
Right.
Because
next time we got that.
Yeah, like one thing about it is you cannot do this by yourself. Like, so many people be like, oh, I'm self-made. I did it by myself. I'm doing this. Like, everybody need a helping hand, and everybody got to cross that bridge again.
100%.
My team is the best team, I feel like, in Springfield because, like you said, like the artwork and all that, my graphic designer, Easy Money, she does that. The colors and all that. My sister, Jay, she does that. Marketing, I got somebody for that. Somebody for my TikTok videos, somebody to model my stuff. Like, my team pushes me to become everything. I'm just the face of it. Like, people just know Dra because he's Dra, but they don't know, like, the people that's behind Dra that's making everything work.
For sure.
The whole purpose of this is, man, is to be an impact, to be a change. I wanted to be somebody who I wanted when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know everybody ain't always gotten that. So the community garden, feeding the homeless, the whole basketball event or whatever, I just like seeing people to come together and have a good time, man, with no bad outcome, none of that. Like, let's just vibe.
All right, we'll take us back to pre-DEEPENDQlub. What was the vision looking like before you actually got your first, artwork and merch drop out there?
Blurry. It was a whole bunch of we should do this, we should do that, we should do this, and a whole bunch of dreaming. But like I said, you got to have people around you that's not yes man. Like my team be like, nah, we ain't there yet.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you got to calm down. Let's just get to what we can get to, and then we'll work our way to that. Like, don't try to skip a step. You know what I'm saying? That's what they quick to say. You can't skip a step or whatever. So it was blurry, man, but took the time, paced it out. I grew patience. I never had patience in my life until now. I grew patience, and with that, man, everything coming together. Like what they say, good things come to those who wait.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a big believer in that. Don't rush nothing, because when it's when it's your time, you have to make it count.
Yeah, for sure. I feel it. All right, so why is it important to be active in your community? You've organized 5 major community events, so tell me a little bit about the purpose and the reason for hosting those.
Who's gonna support you if it ain't your community? How you gonna get out here if it ain't your community? I'm doing it because I want to be an impact, man. I want to be like that person that you come to when you need something. Like I don't care if it's shoes, I don't care if it's jerseys, trophies. I like resources. I am the guy you come to when it's everything or anything. Like, I can get my hands pretty much on anything.
Right.
So that's my biggest thing, man. And being in the community is just such a great feeling because summertime we get to popping, we be outside, water balloons and everything like that. So like we got the tournament coming up, we got a block party coming up. The community is what made Dre. Like, I'm an outside baby. I know all these kids now is TikTok and laptops and all that, man.
Yeah.
But we was footballs and
Right.
14-foot-inch rims that we had to shoot on, so we couldn't dunk on them. Like, it was don't come on till the street lights come on.
Right.
So that community, that's pretty much where everything starts, man. That's the birth of the whole Deep End Club, to be honest. And I'm not from here, so me being an outsider coming in, building a relationship with the community, building a relationship with different parts of the community, and the way they just show me love, the way they receive me, bro, the way they accepted me, I love Springfield, bro. Like, this is damn near like home.
Yeah, I sure was gonna say, it almost feels like Springfield adopted you in a certain way, or
bro.
you know, when you got here, it seemed like the right recipe, the right people came around you to make all your kind of, like you said, all your visions. You put them all together. Everybody's got their own talent, but then they put them together. So it's great to see that.
Yeah, man.
With the brand, where do you see yourself and the brand, the team? Where do you guys see yourself in 5 years?
With a store. We see ourselves with a store, full inventory. Like, we do sell out of everything that we do drop. But I pretty much want a store. I want a store. I want my nonprofit to be bigger than what it is. I want annual meal trains like we did. I want annual community events like we always doing. Like, I just want a bigger impact. So we gonna grow. Whether it's 1%, 2%, progress is progress. So we gonna do the best that we can in 5 years and just keep doing what we're doing, making a change and dropping waves. That's it.
For sure. So with the guests that I bring on, I like to kind of ask them, is there a quote that you live by, or is there a certain philosophy that you kind of wake up and you embody to where you kind of want others to know about it, but it's not like you trying to tell them about it all the time. It's just something that you carry with you every day.
I always say, don't none come fast but a crash. I've been saying that forever. I live by that. Even if I'm going somewhere, I'm slow. I take my time with everything.
Yeah,
even if I'm
my
finna
grandpa
drop.
say that.
Yeah, man. If I'm finna drop or something like that, that saying applies to any and everything. You can be about to get ready to hoop. Slow down. Take your time. Get to your spots. Move how you move. Do the stuff you know how to do. Go to the basket the way you know how to go to the basket.
For sure.
When you about to drop, take your time. Details, colors, material, sizes, the fit. You know what I'm saying, the season, like, it's just so much stuff that go into it. So, man, it's like, don't none come fast but a crash, man. You can apply that to anything. Slow down, enjoy the moment, enjoy the time on earth, and be in the moment. You can't look behind you and don't worry about what's in front of you. You got to be right where your feet are.
100%. Yep. Got to be where you are with the people you're around.
Yes, sir.
So with merchandise, a lot of people drop there's a lot of creatives out there. So I know there's got to be one or two people. Who's that person or who's that brand that when they drop, you like, nah, we got to go get in the lab?
Man, let me tell you, Louis Vuitton by Pharrell. Pharrell is the new designer for Louis Vuitton. They got Blue Boy. He's dope. They got Joe Freshgood from New Balance. This guy is fire. They got Jay Tills from Saucony. This guy is fire. Like, it's just a couple on, bro. Like, my whole Instagram is literally like fashion, shoe drops, and I get inspired by stuff like that. Like, I'm inspired by the underground workers. Like, yeah, you got Dior and all that, but I'm not really into like the design stuff. I'm more so like a Supreme, like I said, Billionaires Boys Club, Bape. I love Bape. It's just the underground streetwear. So when I see stuff like that, I gain inspiration. But the thing I like is, like, we never copy. Like, we never mimic anything that nobody does. Like, we'll take what you got, put it in the washer, and it come back out a whole brand new thing.
For sure.
Like, that's pretty much where I feel like our hidden talent is, that and our color scheme. Jay, if you're gonna be watching this, Jay, you are the reason why the brand is popping, because the color scheme from us, bro, it sets us apart from every other brand, I feel like.
For sure. All right, well, I guess the last question I could say is, as a brand owner, as a somebody who's a part of a team, and it's kind of like a coach nowadays with the transfer portal. How can you see yourself keeping that talent with you to see the vision long term, so that way you guys are working up together? It kind of seems like they already are there,
Right.
but just kind of where's your head at with that, knowing that any one of these people could go out and start their own brand right there,
That's what I want.
but they probably know that it's better to work together.
I tell everybody on my team the goal, like everybody brings such a different talent. If Jay want to go do color schemes for Nike,
Of course.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. If my graphic designer Easy Money, they want to partner with her with Louis Vuitton and Pharrell, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got a DJ, I got a guy that restores shoes and got a shoe plug.
Right.
I got to look like we got to spread out.
Mm-hmm.
You still gonna be DEEPENDQlub.
Right.
You can go partner with them and still be DEEPENDQlub. They gonna be like, oh, where you get them from? Oh, she got her own little brand.
For sure.
Yeah, like that's what the goal is. I'm never holding anybody back, and that's the ultimate goal, though, Herm, is for everybody to have their own income while being under the same brand.
Yep.
So like we still can be the best brand we can be and reach out because we want to collab. Mm-hmm. That's all we want to do is collab. But like I said, don't nothing come fast but a crash. But so we gotta lock in on what we got and then go for this. So you said what we're gonna be in 5 years. In 5 years, somebody want to collab. We do like this big drop.
Yep.
I'm all for it, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the whole entire goal on why we doing this. If I'm being honest.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I see brands like Eastside Golf that do collabs with Jordan and Nike and stuff. Yeah, that's definitely the goal.
Yeah, so that's literally what we want to do as the DEEPENDQlub. We want to expand, we want to grow, and we want to reach as many people as we can. And if that requires being a person that collab with somebody else, then so be it.
Yes, sir. So, is there anything else that you feel like you would want to share with listeners, people that follow your brand and want to have more insights about you?
If anybody that ever bought something from me, anybody that ever reposted, anybody that ever commented, anybody that ever just said, hey, Dre from the DEEPENDQlub, I just want to say thank you. Like I said earlier, Springfield is not my home, but it's my home now. The way of y'all received, the way y'all, God dang on, help me do whatever it is I needed to do, whether I wanted to do a basketball tournament or I wanted to do a block party. I had numerous of people from the YMCA, from Salvation Army, from the Outlet, from the Boys and Girls Club. So many people in the community have been supporting me, from you, from basketball. Like I said, just anybody I ever ran across their path, I appreciate you for supporting me and the DEEPENDQlub. I said, next time y'all gonna see like 8 folks back here, and there's gonna be so many different personalities. You're gonna understand why Dre the way he is, and these folks keep me so humble, man, and they keep me so motivated. So, and that goes for my customers, like I said, that repost, purchase, and share. Thank you.
Yeah. Next time we'll bring the whole crew for
yes,
sure.
Sir. Yes, sir.
So at the end, I have all my guests look into the camera and say their name and that they are good enough too. So Dre, your turn.
Listen, man, I'm Dre, aka the biggest in the ocean, and I am good enough too.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Shout out to Dre, DEEPENDQlub.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Yes, sir.